Have you ever wondered why the world government is so terrified of a single century that they're willing to wipe entire islands off the map just to keep it a secret? One Piece is currently at its peak because the mystery isn't just about a treasure anymore. It's about a global conspiracy that has lasted for 800 years. In this video, we're breaking down the 10 most dangerous secrets regarding the Void Century. For example, look at the Holy Land of Joie. It sits at the highest point of the world, but it feels more like a fortress meant to keep something in rather than keeping people out. The architecture alone suggests that the celestial dragons aren't just rulers, they are survivors of a war they barely won. I'm convinced that when the truth of their divine origin is revealed, it will turn the entire power scale of the series upside down. The true name of the Great Kingdom. The most guarded secret of the Void Century is the actual name of the civilization that rivaled the 20 families. Professor Clover was executed the second he was about to speak it, because that name alone is a threat to the world government's legitimacy. If the world knew what that kingdom stood for, the current system would collapse. It likely represents a world without borders, the exact opposite of the divided world we see today. The Iron Giant's fuel and the ancient energy. We saw the ancient robot and egghead move for the first time in centuries, but the mystery lies in its power source. What kind of energy can last 800 years without fading? This ancient energy is likely tied to the sun god Nika, and is the reason the world government is so desperate to recreate the Mother Flame. Without this energy, the greatest weapons of the past remain useless artifacts. The origin of the Sea Kings and the Sovereign. The Sea Kings aren't just monsters. They are a coordinated force waiting for a specific sovereign. We know Shirahoshi is Poseidon, but who originally commanded them? It's possible the Sea Kings were the biological navy of the ancient kingdom, left on standby for 8 centuries until the day the world needs to be reshaped. The Noah's true purpose and the drowning world. The massive ship Noah in Fishman Island was built for a specific day. While we're told it's for moving the fishmen, the rising sea levels suggest a darker truth. If the world is destined to sink, the Noah might be the only piece of dry land left for the survivors of the ancient kingdom to reclaim the surface. The Florian Triangle Shadows. These massive entities looming in the mist have been a mystery since Thriller Bark. They are significantly larger than any sea king or giant we've ever seen. Some believe they are the original inhabitants of the world, survivors of the Void Century who were hunted into the fog and transformed into something unrecognizable. The Red Line, a natural formation or a biological wall? The Red Line is the only continent in the world, a massive wall that divides the seas. But is it natural? Many theorists suggest it was constructed 800 years ago to act as a prison, keeping the different races separated and allowing the celestial dragons to rule from the only safe high ground left on the planet. The poneglyph crafting and the Kozuki secret. How did the Kozuki clan create indestructible blocks that can survive even a buster call? The poneglyphs are the ultimate middle finger to the world government's censorship. The secret to writing on them wasn't just a language, but a specific technique that utilized the ancient energy to ensure the truth could never be erased. The Lunarian genocide and the sun god. Why was a race of gods who lived on the Red Line hunted to near extinction? The Lunarians possessed the ability to create fire and survive in any environment. The world government likely saw them as the natural heirs to the sun god Nika, making their existence a living contradiction to the godhood of the celestial dragons. The man marked by flames and the final gatekeeper. The search for the final road poneglyph has led to a mysterious figure known as the man marked by flames. He is the gatekeeper of the endgame. Whether he is a survivor of O'Hara or someone from Roger's era, his existence proves that the world government's erasure of history was never 100% successful. Imu's existence and the empty throne. How has one person stayed in power for 800 years without the world knowing they exist? Imu is the ultimate sin of the world government, a single ruler on a throne that is supposed to be empty. Their identity is the final piece of the puzzle. Once the world sees the face of the one true king, the peace established by the 20 families will be revealed as an 800-year-old lie. Finally, we have to talk about the mystery that started it all, the true nature of the One Piece. We've been told it's a treasure, but what if it's actually a reset switch for the entire world? The reason Roger and his crew laughed was because they realized they were living in a world that was fundamentally broken, and they were simply too early to fix it. After over 20 years, we are finally in the endgame, and when that truth is finally revealed, it will break the internet. If you're ready for the truth, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss our next deep dive. And if you want to see the 24 worst decisions ever taken by One Piece characters, click the video on your screen right now. Go on, click it!